Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more God of War 3. In the last episode, we made our way to the Forge where we met up with Hephaestus, a man who literally gave us no answers at all when we asked him where we could find the Flame of Olympus, because that man's got something to hide. So, he's not really going to be any help to us until a little while later in this. So we're going to pull on this lever and open the gate on the other end of this place, and that is going to be where we're headed. So we literally came down here for virtually nothing more than a failed questionnaire and pulling a lever and getting a gold box, so I guess it wasn't a total failure. You guys have been asking me for a couple episodes if I could turn on subtitles, because at certain points during dialogue sections, it has been discovered that it is kind of hard to hear especially Kratos' voice during all of it, so your plea to the gods has been answered. I have turned on subtitles for you, so it is a little bit easier to follow along with all of that. Now, we get to go kill some bitches. Oh god, not this part. I don't like this part. However, one positive thing that comes out of this area is that we will get started. We will get to commence part of the progress for one of our trophies. So it's good, and it's actually probably one of my favorite trophies in the game, even though I'm almost positive that if PETA ever saw any footage of this, they would be very unhappy people. But you know what? I don't care. I really don't care, because these little bastards get everything that they deserve. So we get these crazy lava demon dogs, and one thing you could just as easily just go and, kick the living shit out of them. With your swords and whatnot. But it is way more fun to just kick them. It's way more fun to do that. And it's actually a great means of crowd control, because you kick one, you knock them all back, and it's just great like that. And then you can rip their jaws open, which is totally heinous, but extremely satisfying at the same time. So the trophy that we get out of this is, if we deliver 50 kicks to dogs, then we will get a nice bronze trophy for it. So, I'm telling you, man, Santa Monica Studios, they know how to make a trophy list. They know how to make you happy. They really do. So, I mean, this is one, I don't necessarily have to do this to all of these guys, but it's a trophy that I might as well get it out of the way as early as possible, just because there's going to be another trophy that's going to be very, very tedious like this. I mean, there's already the lighting people on fire one, but there's another one that we're going to have to do as well that's going to it's going to be pretty time-consuming. So, might as well get this one out of the way as quickly as we can, for obvious reasons. So, we shall move this thing over to the bramble pile, where we will take out our bow and burn it to shit. Nice impromptu song. I feel like I could make a decent lounge singer, but I'd also have to be walking around with just a nice glass of like scotch at all times, and I'd have to wear like a three-piece suit. I don't know if I really want to get down with all that. It's so much extra work. We don't need any of that. But can we upgrade a weapon? We sure can. Good. This is something we're totally gonna need. Okay. God, I forgot how loud that is. It's okay. I apologize for the complete and total rape to your ears that happened just now. Just don't call the feds on me. Please. I'm not trying to go to jail for that. Okay, so we're almost to the promised land, by the way. Boy, that's pretty gruesome. Kratos, could you please pull this thing out of my chest?
The ghost of Sparta. Everyone knows who you are. Everyone is afraid of you.
There are reasons for that.
I'm not afraid of you.
It is good you're not afraid, child. Fear is a heavy burden.
I'm not a child, Kratos.
It does
Weird,
not
you look like a
matter
child to
what
me.
you are. My concerns lay elsewhere.
Kratos, please. I need you to free me.
The quest for freedom is also a heavy burden. I cannot help you.
Okay, yeah, we have grabbed the Blade of Olympus, this is the weapon that we are able to use when we trigger the rage, which I'm kind of bummed out about this. I truly am, because when you get to use the Blade of Olympus in other games, I think you get to use it in God of War 2, if I'm not mistaken. When you use the Blade of Olympus in that, like, it's an actual regular weapon that you get to use at all times. But in this, the only place that you get to use it is when you trigger Rage. Which, I mean, when they talk about it in the game, like, the Blade of Olympus is the weapon of Zeus. Like, it's the most powerful weapon there is. And so, you would think, with a weapon of that magnitude of power, you'd be able, I mean, you should just use that thing to your heart's content. But apparently, the only time that he wants to do that is when he just goes into an insane amount of rage. Which, hey, I mean, as long as he's not disemboweling his girlfriend like I talked about in last night's Gran Turismo episode, then I guess, you know, I guess he can do whatever the hell he wants. I don't know if these people actually count for lighting people on fire. I would imagine so, since they are people, and I am lighting them on fire. But I don't know. I've never actually figured out whether they count or not. But that's okay. That immolation move, great to use for these archers. Just because. Oh, no, you don't. So, it was a nice try. It really was. But don't worry, Meg. I won't let you burn aside the parts where you are most certainly going to do that. I could save right there, but I don't need to do it because we'll be saving in literally just a minute anyways. It's just it's an old, outdated checkpoint that has no purpose at all. So, now that we can do this in Hades' Crotch Gate, let's do it. I feel like Crotch Gate sounds like the name of some sort of scandal. And we had Watergate, we had Deflategate, we now have Crotch Gate. So, these guys are not fun, and doing the whole immolation move, not really anything that's really worthwhile. However, when we did our upgrade to our weapon, we have now unlocked this move. It is not the best version of that, though. Another upgrade will mean that we can do that. We can deal more damage with that move, and we can also do. I think we also spin faster with that, so also a good thing. Time to owe it. Oh yeah! Hey-o! Just lopping that thing right off. I love doing that move. It's so much fun. I love the fact that, like, when you cut it off, you can just see just that big gaping hole, just where that head used to be. There's an ice box where my heart used to be. Da-da-da. Oh yeah. I think my favorite combos that I do in this game are when you do like a full-on, like, doing an all-the-way combo, not just like the little three-piece joint, but when you do like a full-on one, and the very last hit you do where Kratos slams his weapons into the ground, like, when those are the ones that bring up the O, because there's like that massive amount of just impact that shows on the screen, those ones are so satisfying to me. I love when that ends up being the way that it brings up that whole thing. Oh, good. I did not need to see that. If he sends me an invitation right now, I'm not going to be a happy camper. It's one thing when I was getting the Windows updates during my Gran Turismo thing, because those were in the bottom of the screen and kind of out of the way. But those ones are kind of right in the field of play right now, so I don't really need that. I mean, time to head off, you know. Alright, you guys are definitely going back at one, Brian McKnight style here. Oh boy. Ouchie. I mean, I'm kind of bummed out when you kill the third head there. Like, why would you not let me cut off that head too? You let me take the other 66% of the heads on your body. Why not let me ace the test here, you know? Okay, here we go. Just getting, like, socked on both sides of your jaw, that can't feel very good. But hey, it's Kratos. He doesn't really have any sort of reservation for how he feels about that.
You are a capable warrior.
Yeah. I kinda killed the God of War. Like, the actual, regularly appointed God of War, so I'm kinda good at my job. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. And now we can go in here. By the way, It looks like that gate with Hades' body. It looks like he's like at the gym doing some curls. All right, get this picture of me right here. I really want them to see how big my muscles are, even though you can't really see them. This little room right here, another prime opportunity to kick some dogs around, just because it's so much fun. And we can up the counter also on this whole lighting people on fire joint. And you're gonna get it. Yeah. Oh, like it's bad enough that he's not just like he's not just ripping the jaw, but he's also like twisting it sideways when he does it. It just makes it so much more disgusting looking, you know. Come on, that ought to do it. Sure did. Oh, get off of me. And okay, all right, enough. Yeah, we'll just do one of those. It's always good to do the battering ram move every once in a while, so you can show everyone who's boss. As if ripping the jaws from dogs wasn't enough. I guess sometimes you just got to find a different way to do it. And you're up. And oh, I thought I grabbed him just in time. Not quite though. And we'll do this. Bingo. Like I said, we're gonna have plenty of time in this endeavor to be able to get all the weapon-based trophy challenges out of the way. So, a note scrawled by a tortured soul. Hades, I beg at your palace gates, grant me a reprieve. Have I not become all you have wanted? Are my debts not paid in full? How long must I hope for a rescue that will never come? He becomes a god, while I rot and suffer. Release me so that I may have my revenge. Well, I don't think you're ever going to get that. Hades is not exactly the type that is going to really give you what you want. It's really more about what he wants, because, well, that's just how he works. I mean, if you're the god of the underworld, obviously you're going to have a little bit of a power trip, you know? You're overseeing everybody in this area, so sometimes you're just going to be a dick about it, which explains Zeus's problem.
Welcome, Spartan. Come in. Make yourself at home. This time, you won't be leaving.
Do you love my big tree in the atrium? It died a long time ago. It used to look great, but now, well, you know, the whole dead thing. You know of any good interior designers, Kratos? Because I mean, it's in my budget, but I don't pay attention to these things. Okay, well, okay, we can do something real quick here. This particular area is worth the puzzles, kind of an annoyance. It's not that bad. I'm really kind of being nitpicky on this, but this is actually a really cool area. I love the way that this entire palace looks. It's very fitting for a guy who's you know, the king of all things dead. Oh, this is another great place to get some immolation goods going on. You just gotta move away from these fools. And because our damage output is a bit higher now, shouldn't be as much of a task. I think we should be able to take them out in one shot with these. Yep. And any more? You got any more? No? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, my friends. Fair enough. We shall do the little uppity up on this. And the way to keep this gate open, because if you let it sit there long enough, that thing will close. There's a very good reason why I grabbed this nice moving cart full of stones. Oh, shit. Damn it. I grabbed it from the wrong side. That certainly didn't help any. Let's try again. Stay open this time. Big old gate. Good old Bill Gates. There we go. That thing ain't moving anywhere now. Unless that thing is somehow stronger than all those stones stacked on one another. Which I don't think that's the case. So, with that said, Well, you know what? This seems like a nice place to save for. I need to go pee really bad. I was thinking I could go upstairs and maybe go up there and take care of that, but there's no save point up there. So, with that said, my friends, this looks like a good place to stop for now. But when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play God of War, and my phone just vibrated and it scared the hell out of me. It's in my pocket right now, and it kind of like vibrated on my ass a little bit. That was weird. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play God of War 3, we are going to explore the Palace of Hades some more. The second floor of this place is so cool looking, so I figured that's a nice place to save till. So until then, my friends, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye.